Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed.
Thanks, Phil. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Hops and Hairsprings. This is episode 2, and we're live together for the first time ever.
First time ever.
It's great. It's so much fun adjusting the mics repeatedly.
Correct.
So obviously, I'm your host, Kenny. With me, I have Justin, Gabby, Kiko, Dre. We are recording from Kiko's house, celebrating our time together. You know, we're just having a great time. And today we are drinking to celebrate being in Miami, the MIA Mega Mix. All right, so guys, this is from MIA Beer Company. Let's go ahead and open up. These were hot, then frozen, then cooled down.
Oh,
yeah, this could have, yeah. This
Cheers.
didn't explode. Oh, Justin's even pouring it back into his cup.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, that's
no, yeah, we're
you're too far.
yeah, man. Hey, just
Cheers.
I'll get the sandwich.
You know, they say a lot of bad things. Mine is still a little frozen. Yep, so is mine.
It's not frozen.
All right, got some ice in there. Well, what do you guys think of this beer?
Hoppy. It is a little hot.
It's a little bitter.
Yeah.
Little
Very
bitter.
little hot.
A little hoppy?
Yeah. But it could be worse. It could be more bitter.
Yeah, for sure. It could be more bitter. And that plays to the style of the beer.
Yeah.
So this is a pale ale. Should not be as bitter as an IPA, theoretically.
Yeah.
Although there are several IPAs that will come across as less hoppy than this beer. This beer is pretty hoppy. Yeah.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like it's a kangaroo. They just super hot.
I almost lost my beer.
Yeah.
There was a second there that it almost came out.
Oh, that's what she says.
Yeah, for real. So this is, again, from MIA Beer Company. Do you guys have any idea when MIA Beer Company was established?
Well, you guys don't know MIA, man.
Bring that up.
Thanks, bro. Perfect.
Back. Stay the
First one. So again, when do y'all think it was established?
Honestly, I think fairly recent. I would say at least like maybe late 90s, early 2000s.
Actually, it's way later than that.
Whoa.
You know what's even crazier? This is Miami's oldest independent brewery.
Independent.
Yes, independent. So independent being more like craft breweries type things, you know, not Anheuser, Budweiser, you know, Michelob, any of those things. So MIA Beer Company was established in 2015.
Late.
That's really late. We got you guys beat by a lot in Orlando.
Oh, really?
Oof, yeah.
Oh, wow. Get your one win.
Hey, bro, we have more than one win. I'm just saying. I kind of throw it out there. So Orlando Brewing, at least as far as I'm aware, was the first brewery in Orlando, first independent brewery, and it was established in 2007. So 8 years before MIA Beer Company. But in doing research for this episode, there was actually something that I found kind of sad, especially for the beer scene in Florida. So obviously, as you guys can see, we purchased this beer. It's packaged, and what that means is MIA Beer Company distributed this beer. Okay, and they were able to, you know, get this beer into stores like Total Wine, Publix, you know, what have you, where people could buy the beers. As of June 1st of this year, MIA Beer Company is no longer distributing within the state of Florida.
Oh, wow.
They're done. They will only send their beers outside of state. And there's a few reasons for that. Distributing in the state is actually really expensive and really difficult to do. Because Florida has some really, really, really old alcohol laws that actually date back way to like prohibition. And we've never updated our laws. Where there's a lot of other states in the country that have adjusted their laws to allow what's called self-distribution of beer. And, you know, they have some other caveats for wine and what have you. But self-distribution of beer means that the brewery can make the beer and distribute the beer. Okay. With how alcohol laws were established after Prohibition, they created what's called a 3-tier system. Okay, so you can make alcohol, you can distribute alcohol, and you can sell alcohol, but you cannot do more than one of them. Okay, so that helps, at least what they intended to do, was to keep the industry safe from exploitation. Is kind of the idea. And this dates all the way back to what are called tied houses. Have you guys ever heard of tied houses?
No.
I've never heard of tied houses until I was studying for that stupid test. So tied houses, basically what they represent and kind of how they worked in the United States is, and again, this kind of dates back to mafia times. So the mafia, theoretically, could buy an alcohol company, whether it be whiskey, vodka, rum, beer, wine, it doesn't matter. They could buy that company, and then they could approach a business person. Hey, Johnny, you're going to buy mafia vodka, and we're going to sell it in your bar. And Johnny's like, all right, well, yeah, I guess I'm going to sell mafia vodka. Yeah, it's always the right choice.
Yes.
But then what can happen with these tied companies, you create a contract where, hey, you're going to buy 40% of my vodka, or you're going to, purchase 80 barrels of beer, whatever it is, some sort of quantity that's contracted. And then afterwards, the mafia, for example, would come back to people and be like, oh, yeah, by the way, you remember our 40%? Well, now our stuff is worth a lot more money because we say it is. So you're going to have to pay me double what you were paying before. And people wouldn't really have a way around it. So how the government planned on fixing this is by getting rid of tied houses. And in getting rid of tied houses, that's where they created this 3-tier approach to alcohol laws. And Florida, unfortunately, is still one of the states that adheres to these very strict, very 100-year-old laws that other states have amended, have approached in a way that's much more pragmatic, understanding of small businesses, and allow these businesses to really flourish. Because otherwise, like at the bar we were at last night, you cannot get those beers at that bar without a distributor. So as the brewer or bar owner, they can't go to the brewery and be like, hey, can I have a keg so I can sell it at the store? Doesn't work. It's not allowed. It's illegal. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's a little bit weird, sorry for being downer on this one, but it's important. And there's some organizations that are fighting for the brewers' ability to self-distribute within the state. The Florida Brewers Guild is a big advocate for the brewing community in Florida. So check out Florida Brewers Guild and you can find some more information. But to go back to this beer is actually made with 3 different types of hops. Okay. It's made with Mosaic, Galaxy, and Citra. Okay. This is kind of, some might say, a holy trinity of hops. Okay. Citra is going to bring these like citrus flavors. That's why they call it Citra, obviously. And supposedly some sweet fruit and floral notes. Okay. Mosaic, they call it Mosaic because it's able to actually like take on a lot of flavors from other places. And it becomes kind of, this thing that turns into other things. So like a mosaic, small little pieces. Yeah, they become something else. That's also supposed to portray citrus, berry, and sweet fruit. All right, so let's take one more sip and then we'll see how this goes. You guys getting that sweet fruit in there?
Nope. It's hops.
A lot of hops.
Get it. But
I'm getting some, but not a hot.
So I'm gonna read to you guys what Galaxy hops. This is their flavor profile.
All right.
Okay. Galaxy hops are among the most desirable hops in brewing right now. It's a hop from Australia, so it's considered a New World hop. But here you go. World famous flavors of punchy passion fruit, juicy peach, and tangy citrus. The high concentration of essential oils and alpha acids make these flavors more distinct through late additions in the kettle, whirlpool, or dry hopping. Thanks, bro.
No,
I read it for you.
Honestly, I like it.
So I get no punchy passion fruit.
I don't get
Right, no.
No.
I get
No.
No, but-
Yeah. It's a punch in the mouth, but not.
Trust me, I'm being genuine because it says MIA. So anything that's MIA, like I'm really like, oh my god, best thing in the world. It's a really hot beer. If you like hops, it's a beer for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But punchy passion fruit and juicy peach, I don't get.
you know, I love passion fruit. I love peach.
Yeah. And maybe that's our bias. You know, maybe because we, I mean, at least I do. I have a lot of passion fruit. Adriana loves passion fruit. So
Yeah.
we have passion fruit at our house all the time.
What?
So I've never really understood the passion fruit part.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these hops are like sweet fruit, like passion fruit.
Yep.
No, that's not it. That didn't happen.